here. Just took and laid some new fabric. I'm just kind of testing them out now. I believe these were $14.99 off of Amazon. They do have a remote control on them. You do get 2 sets per box. They do have flashing mechanism and stuff in them. Right here is the box. They have a bunch of different modes. I'm just kind of testing them out. I have one that is not unraveled in the building that says Lego on it, and then I also installed them on 2 sides of the roads for now. I do have 3 more strands of them. So we'll take and go through some of these modes here. It is nice because it is on a remote control here. So all you do is just push the different buttons here, and one remote will run all the lights. So there is a slower flashing mode. You have the sped up flashing mode there. It's a little bit slower mode. See what else we have here. I think this one here is, they'll stay on and then go dim for a second. I think that one adds quite a neat effect. Got a few more modes here also. This one here is the flash, the fast blinking. I believe this here is another dimming mode. We have the super fast flashing. Then we do have a solid mode also. They'll just stay on permanently like so. I did try to install them like into my street lamps, but it's just kind of a pain. Didn't work too well, so I just decided to leave them by the edge of the road. Kind of pan the camera here also for you. You can see that they do go all the way down from one side here. And then they do take and go past the buildings there. Go all the way down to the opposite side there. I kind of liking the way that this is coming back together for me. A couple days ago, we did have to take everything apart and rebuild. I think it's starting to get there. Right now, I am working on more MILS plates and opening up those classic bags. Building some more of these solid MILS plates here for our buildings to sit on. We'll take and turn this overhead light on here also. I just kind of wanted to show those lights off. That is what it looks like with the lights on in the room. But I still think it gives a pretty neat effect. I'm actually thinking of running a strand just through the buildings themselves. Also back here on the white skyscraper, we did just take and rebuilt this, and I made it modular. have one in the top. I want to say it was every 2 floors that I put a light. Maybe every 3 floors. Let's take and pull this section off here. See if we can get this rope to snap back on here into place for us. I was just held on by a few studs on the corners there. There we go. And in the skyscraper here, we have these little push button lights. You just push them and they turn on. Like I said, I believe I have these installed on every two floors, I think. These sections all do come off. They do have full floors on the inside. I do not have any interior built right now. This does all snap apart for in the future if I do take and decide to make interior. I believe we have one more here on the bottom floor. We can take and turn those all on and then snap everything back into place here. I think that gives a real cool effect also. Not all the floors are lit up. But it kind of works, seeing it's every other floor. But I thought that was kind of a neat concept that I came up with there. So that is just all solid lights. That is not the fairy lights. That's just those push button lights. You can take and turn off these other lights again in the room so you can kind of see how that skyscraper lights up at night. They can pull the plug up here on this. So there is that one there. It's a little bright, I think, but serves a purpose. I think it looks decent, not the greatest, but for only $4 in push lights and about $20 in fairy lights, I think it'll work. I do like the solid effect on the fairy lights, but I think I do also like when they're blinking also. I think it adds a nice effect. Not sure if I like the blinking in the buildings or not. But that slower one in the building don't look terrible. I am thinking about just running another strand once we get some more buildings built here. Because I do have, I believe it's about 8 studs here behind the buildings. So I'm thinking about installing a few different holes here behind each building. And then I'll have a strand of these fairy lights going in the back of every building. That way when I do turn them on, every building will have a light in it. Possibly 2 lights, depending on where they line up in the building process. That has been what I've been working on today. Trying to get this stuff down. I am liking that it's on a remote control. So I do have the battery box hidden onto the bottom here. It kind of overhangs the table. so I don't have to take and build anything into the actual build itself to hide the battery box. Kind of run through these modes one more time here. I believe there's 9 different modes. You can slow them down or dim them and brighten them also. So as you can see on the building in the back there, it says Lego. That is on the slowest. And then you can also speed them back up. Make them go a bit faster. Unfortunately, where these are, this one remote will run both strands of lights, but the boxes are so far apart that you do have to aim the remote at one building and then at the separate battery box for the roads, which isn't too bad. And it does have an on and off button also, so you don't have to keep turning on and off your battery box, which is kind of nice. I think it's something different, adds different effect. And even in person, you can barely even notice the wires. It's a pretty thin strand of lights. I believe each strand is 100 feet. So all this through here, through the road, was one strand of lights. I have it ran from one end, wrapped all the way around, then it runs underneath the road plate, comes back up on the other side, and made it all the way down to the other end of the table. So that fit pretty well. Might go back to the solid light here. I do kind of like that also. Hey, what's going on, Will, Yeti, Brett? It's kind of showing off these new fairy lights, I guess. Bunch of different modes. Because on this remote here, I can have the lights blinking on and off, or solid mode. The white skyscraper there is just the push button lights on the inside. That's why that one is being solid. I can turn the ones off and leave the other ones running in the building if I like. Click of a button, turn them back on. Same as the building there that has the Lego emblem. Turn that off. Hit the green one here, power it back up. Turns right back on. There's a bunch of these different modes that I was just showing. I was away from chat there for a second, so I'm not sure how long you guys been in chat there, but as you can see, it does take and run from one side of the build here down the road all the way down to the opposite side here. Goes from there all the way down, and that was just one strand of lights. So right now I'm building some MILS plates, possibly some new buildings here in the near future. I'm probably going to use these lights to light it all up. So I do kind of like just the solid light on also. They run on 3 AA batteries a piece, each battery box. I'm not sure what's in the remote. I'm guessing it's one of those batteries. But that did come in the controller. You did have to buy the AAA pack for the actual battery boxes. but I came across Amazon there and picked up these, are they AC Delco box of AAA's here, and I think I paid $14 or something, or $12 for 48 AAA's, so I've got plenty of batteries, at least for a while, probably a year or more. But we'll take and turn on those overhead lights again. Kind of brighten everything back up in here for a minute. We'll have to cut back in front of the camera here. I was also showing this off here. Skyscraper I got put back together. I just have this modular. That way I can just take everything off. Floors just come apart here. There's just some extra brick. These here are just those push button lights. One day I probably will do interior, but right now I'm more focused on the facades of the buildings. I do have this built actually as tall as it is now, where each floor will come apart. I only have so many of these push lights. Oops. Just had that fall off of there. This all looks right back in place. There we go. It is on a MILS plate. So we can just take and pick up the whole MILS plate here. If we want to take and move this over here, just pick this up, move it over here. So I left the MILS plate separate from the rest of the build here. Line it right up there with your other sidewalk. You're good to go. I'll put this building down here somewhere. Same thing on those plates. Pick it up, slide it over, match it up to your sidewalk here, and there you go. And right now I am building more of these MILS plates here out of a bunch of that classic that I showed in past streams. So that is kind of what I'm working on now here off camera. I don't know. I think it'll work. Oh, one second there, Will. Are you still out there? I had it pulled out. I put it back in here, but let me grab something real quick. I'm going to show you something earlier on the Hive stream. Let's see. Here's just a few of them. I haven't pulled all of them out yet. But here are some of those Star Wars figs that I was talking about. Let me see if this back will work here. I believe he's, what, a Hoth Rubble Trooper. One, I think I have 3 or 4 of these somewhere from a haul that I took and did. This one here seems to be complete. So there's that one there. This one here is missing an arm. But we have, I forget if he's a commander or what. But we came across this one also here. That's that one that has the weird longer helmet in the back. I'm not sure these are worth anything. Of course, I don't know if I have the missing arm here. So this one is missing an arm, but I'm sure I could find something to replace it with. So that was just a couple that I came across. But I'll see what else I can find, and next time you're around, I'll have to have you take a look at them for me. So that's all I. So many or whatever. So maybe we'll take and set these off to the side though. That way we don't forget about them. That way we'll have them next time when you're on. Maybe we'll put them up here for now. And when I come across some more, we'll take and pull those out also. Just have them up there overlooking the city. Like I said, I have so many minifigs here that they're all combined. So it'll probably take me a couple of days to come across all of them. There's probably, I don't know, 1,000 figs probably. But all right, well, I appreciate you stopping in. So next time we'll have a look at those Star Wars figs, hopefully, and figure out what they are. So where did that remote go? Right here. I don't know if with the light on, that'll do these lights any justice here. Guess you can still kind of see them. I do kind of like that mode there also. Kind of gives more of a Christmassy feel. With the blinking lights, I also do like the dim, where they dim on and off there for a second. I believe it's that one there. And it would have been cool to have the street lamps on them, but they just didn't work too well, and I didn't want to break. I think I already have one there that went out on me. Now it's working again. So they're a little bit fragile. So I don't want to take and bend them too much. But my idea was to take one of these lamp posts, and these are unofficial lamp posts, but it is not solid all the way through. I was hoping that this post would have been hollow on the inside. That way I could have just ran it right up into the light there, and all you would have seen was the little blue light up through the lamp post, but that didn't work. So my other idea was to build my own custom one with cylinders that went around each light, but they're a little thick, so I don't want to have to take and buy more cylinder pieces either, because that would have been a fortune to do that. So I'm happy the way it looks now. Still gives a nice effect, I think. I know these, I'm loving these road plates too, because it makes it easy to line all my trees and lampposts and all the facade of these flowers, because I just go off the print here or whatever. So I just took and rotated every other one. That makes sense. So everything's nice and even. We did end up doing 4-way highway build on this particular layout. Also, I did have out though. We probably will end up ordering more of these blue sidewalk tiles also. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do back here in front of these buildings. So we do still have a lot of real estate back here also. Not sure if I'll do little builds or maybe a bus station, or I'm not too positive yet what I want to do here. Because I do not want all of this filled in with the blue for sidewalk. And most of the other sidewalk is going to be on the buildings and will be at least 2 wide going all the way down. So when you push the building up against here, you'll at least have a 3 wide sidewalk going across here. So I do kind of like the look of that. I do need a lot more window pieces though. It's kind of why there's not another building built yet. So I might have to take and order some more window pieces. Not sure what I want to build next. Not even sure what that tan building is supposed to be. I just had that Lego sign that I mocked up, so I threw that on. And I guess it could be a little Lego store. I just kind of threw it together just to have a second building. I had a bunch of those window plates, which I'd like to get a lot more of those, just because it's a lot easier to take and build a big building with those big window plates. That one is not modular either. That one is all brick built. But I think I'm going to go in here for a second, see what chat's up to. Catch a quick smoke here. Chat with you guys for a second. Get some more MILS plates taken put up. Uh-oh. You guys all been up to and what you guys been building today, anything? If anyone's still out there with me. Not sure if I lost my audio or not. So how's Castle coming along there, Brett? Kind of grab that remote again here while I'm taking a quick little break. Just kind of mess with these lights a little, see if it'll actually reach for my chair. Actually seems to work. I don't know, I'd say like 20 feet away, 30 feet away. You can actually sit here and control the whole city. It's kind of neat. Can't wait to get more buildings taken mocked up now. That way we can get more lights on. Might have to actually take and pull some of the buildings apart. Not sure if I'll keep those push button lights in the white skyscraper or take and have these fairy lights. That way that they're on the remote also. We'll just have to take and wait and see what I come up with. That flashing one. Lego store is kind of cool. It looks like a TV or something's being played. Maybe I could even mock or something in the back of that building and just have that one flashing the way it is. The way it looks like it's actually projecting something. I am opening a bunch of these bags here I showed previously. Give you guys a look here. I'm off camera here, opening a bunch and then just taking and building MILS plates out of them. Have spots to take and place our building. We did take and get 6 more 32 by 32 also now, so the whole city is covered. I do have the extra plate sitting here. I am working on another MILS plate right here. Take and build that here off of camera. If anyone has any more questions or comments, feel free to let me know. I can kind of see chat from where I'm at here. I'm kind of behind the camera here now off screen, but I am still we'll have that Lego ASMR Lego noise here as I'm going through brick. That's where these 16 by 16 plates come in handy for building those plates, because you just got to take and lay your foundation down and then your 4 big panels to complete your 32 by 32. Right now I'm just throwing together another blue base plate here. I could even leave that as a pond or something like that, even something with a fountain or something in it. If I wanted to, most likely it will end up getting a building on it. So I would like to have buildings going all the way down that back row eventually. just throwing together another MILS plate here really quick. You go kind of fast if you have enough brick for it. I do kind of like keeping them the same color though as I'm making them. That way if I do ever take them apart, it's a lot easier to sort them. Instead of just throwing a bunch of random colors into my MILS plates. So the inside of this one I'm making all blue. If I can show you here in just a quick second. I'd say they probably take 5 minutes probably to make each one, depending on how many bricks you have. Also with the big 16 by 16 plates, you can kind of cheat a little bit and skip every 2 rolls instead of doing every 1. Because you will still have a nice sturdy foundation. I do like strengthening the middle a little bit more when I'm building my MILS though. That way it don't sag or anything in the center. Just need a few more brick here, and this one should be about complete. Like I said, I don't fill every square here. This here is what we just took and built off camera. This here. I think I am going to do these. I did forget that. I do like make sure that the corners are secure. I'm not seeing any blue 2x4. One more here. Corners here, I'm just going to take these turquoise blue here. I'll just take and throw those in here. Just like that. These here I'm not worried about because you've got a sturdy foundation here through the center. But if you have these big 16 by 16 plates here, I'll just take and snap right on here for you. Just like so. Make sure they're pushed together there. You have a secure connection on everything. You can do this last corner. So 4 of those. There you go. Now you have another MILS plate. You can do this with just random plates also. It just is a lot easier if you do have a bunch of these 16 by 16 plates. There you go. Now you have a nice sturdy foundation to work on instead of being all flimsy. So we'll take and get that thrown in the city here. Like I said there a bit ago, I do have these where these just take and slide right out. So here is another completed MILS plate there in green. Also another one. So if I wanted to, I could even leave the blue there and have that be like a little lake or something even, or a pond or what have you. If I chose to do that, most likely this will get buildings placed on it, so you're not even going to see any of the blue anyways once it's built on top of. Just throw your plates down. There you go, you're ready to build something else here. So I believe we need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7. We need another 14 MILS plates still. I think once we get a whole row of buildings there, that's really going to add a real nice effect to the city. I would like try attempting a townhouse probably also. Might take and put these lights just back on regular here for a minute. If you're just joining, I can take and turn these lights back off if you'd like to see the lights flashing again. And I will show that box that these came in also here again real quick. These were on Amazon, and I believe that they were $13 or $14 a piece. So these here, they come in this little box here, and then when you open this, everything's nicely packed here. Comes with 2 strands of lights here. Comes with 2 remotes, and it also does come with 2 USB plugs also that plug into the battery box if you're going to run them off of a USB battery port or battery box. The battery boxes do this one here is a little bit tangled, not terrible. Battery boxes do take and run off of 3 AAA batteries. And then for the USB here, I believe it just this is a little flap here. Plug your cord right into there. So if I did want to just run these off a battery box, and then you got your USB that you just take and plug into your USB battery box. And that just flips open there. Insert your batteries, you close it, you're good to go. But what's neat about these is me take and open some more batteries here really quick. I did get a whole bunch of batteries off of Amazon also for 14 or 15 bucks for 48 of them. Let's take and plug these batteries in here real quick. We'll close our lid here. This here, it does come with two remotes, so I have 4 remotes total, but I only have 1 open. The remote does have a battery already installed in it. So now we'll just hit the green power button here. There you go. This one strand here is what runs all of these here on both sides of the road. In the Lego building there, I still have it rolled up, so it's not unraveled, it's just sitting in there. But with this one remote here, I can take and run all these lights at once. So let's see here. We'll put them all on solid for now. Now if we wanted to go back to the flashing, aim that towards each battery box, and now they're all simultaneously working. So they'll all have the same flash. Take and turn this light off again here so you can kind of see it, what it looks like at night. I'll take and turn off this other light here also. There's a bunch of different modes there I was showing earlier. Have like the flashing mode or the solid mode or a dimmer mode. Even if I wanted to, I could probably even keep this looking this way. Throw a couple little bows or something on this one. If I didn't want to take it apart, could probably even hang it up here. We'll just use this little trooper here I've got out. Could probably even hang it up, and I guess that won't work. We got a brick here. Let's see, I think that's center there. Could even hang that up there and have it be a little wreath or something for Christmas if I really wanted to. Of course, it don't. It's just the bluish colored lights. I thought they were going to be more white when I bought them, but they are more of a bluish tint. They do have different colors though that I've seen. But I could even just leave that in a strand as is and just have it hanging up there as a Christmas wreath or something also. Just a bunch of different ideas. Let me turn this other light off here, the back light. So now it is totally blacked out in the room here. So the only thing on right now is just those fairy lights. There's 3 separate strands running. You can change the modes here. Have the flashing mode there. And you have like the scatter mode, the dimming mode. Let's see if we can find the dim mode here. I should write these down, that way I don't forget which button does what. There we go. Now I have them all set on dim, so let's take turn on and off. think it's kind of a neat effect. Something different anyways. Definitely enjoy buying more stuff like this though, just to mess with and try out, see how it looks. I am going on about an hour or so here now, so I think I might end up wrapping it up here. That way I can get some more of these MILS plates built and hopefully get some more buildings up here without boring you guys off camera building MILS plates. This stream was basically just to show off these lights though, kind of show you what I've been working on, the progress that we've taken, got the city back together somewhat. I do love these overhead lights though that I installed. Those make everything so much brighter down here, especially after painting that wall also. So that there is what they would look like in the daytime once again. That now is with all the lights on in the room. I guess I don't have my side lights on here. So there, now we're at full lights in the room on. So that's how it looks during the day with everything lit up and bright. But other than that, as always, happy building, and I appreciate everyone stopping at Occasion Yeti that stopped in. Will Harper, as always, same as Brett Builds there. Thanks for stopping in. Will, I'll definitely pull some more of those Star Wars figs out. That way you can have a look at them next time. Happy building, and we'll take and talk. Have a good night.